It's my first time building. Let's start with some dumb clips.
Hello. Oh, what the fuck? 20% off.
Just like any other build, we start with the motherboard, line with the pin, and put the CPU in.
Wow! Look at this. I painted it.
These are some of the prep work that I've done before building the PC. Like I said, I painted my cooler because I plan to upgrade to an AIO cooler soon. I'm saving up for it, but I plan to upgrade it to the Corsair H100i or maybe something else if there are better options. But as of right now, I'm just using a stock cooler, therefore I want to paint it to match my theme, which is an all-white theme. After some research, I have ended up going with the peelable car paints. It's a little more thicker and more plasticky. I did some test paints on smooth surface and on uneven surface before applying it, and I have also reapplied the thermal paste.
In any case, it should go like this.
So I installed the cooler, then now I'm doing the RAM, and I'm using 2 of the 8GB, so I'm using slot 2 and 4 to utilize the dual channel. After the SSD installation, now I'm installing the motherboard into the case so that I can move on to other things. As you can see here, I'm not using any extra fans or cooler because like I said before, I am saving up for additional cooling and I'm not a big fan of spending more money on things that I'm just going to use for a while. So yeah, stock fans and stock cooler it is. Moving on to installing the PSU, I have a modular ATX power supply, therefore I just plugged in all the cables that I needed and then attached the custom sleeve cables that I've gotten for myself. I got 3 colors to match different themes. I will probably be changing my themes every once in a while just to change things up, and right now I'm going through white cables because I'm going to start with a white theme. Next up, installing the hard drive. Then I am connecting all the case cables and all the extra cables that I have to the motherboard and to everything in the case, including the LED lights and everything.
And I tested it on other materials too before I sprayed them onto my parts.
After connecting all the cables, we did some cable management and then we plugged it into the wall to check if the lights on the motherboard was on and if the fans were all running fine.
Oh no! I forgot to put them in!
Bruh.
After doing all the initial testing and checking, I closed the case to move it into my room. The first time that I turned on the PC, nothing showed up on the screen and I thought maybe it didn't post. So I freaked out, but then I checked everything and found out that I didn't really turn on the monitor. So everything was all good and my PC posted and changed up some of the BIOS settings. I made myself a Windows media creation tool, so I just plugged that USB that I made into my PC and booted up the Windows. And then I proceed to downloading all the hardware drivers that I needed, all the software, games, and color software, lighting effects software, everything. And everything was running smooth. I don't have Wi-Fi and Bluetooth on this motherboard, therefore I had to get 2 little USB adapter for that. So tada, that is my first ever PC build. I really love the process of it all, from learning about it to starting to research about it and to research different parts and ask around and research more parts, then make my own build, choose my own parts and going to buy them, and at last building it, putting everything together. It was all just a really amazing experience. I'm really glad that I have a lot of friends to reach out to and to get help from. So this is my room. I have the LED lights on. This is my desk. I'm gonna upgrade it to one of those kitchen table from IKEA later. And I'm gonna get another monitor after I upgrade my table. My laptop is actually connected to a docking station. I have my wireless charger, my iPad, then my monitor with the controller, speaker, my keyboards. I know it looks like I have very little mouse room, but I do move my keyboards when I'm actually using my desk setup, so I do have more room when I'm actually using the PC. And I'm gonna upgrade later, so yeah, that's it. Like and subscribe if you liked the video and more contents to come. See ya!